Another industry on the rise, airlines. It expects its profits to climb higher. The International Air Transport Association says the world's airlines will make $2 billion more this year than previously forecast, and that's on growing confidence in the global economy and a boost in cargo shipments. Meanwhile, some of the biggest U.S. carriers have found new ways to squeeze out higher profits by offering fewer seats but focusing on high-end flyers. Phil LeBeau explains.
Hi, Susie. This is all about the airlines getting more out of those very lucrative business class seats. And the reason why is because when you look at these transcontinental flights, whether it's from San Francisco or Los Angeles to New York or Boston and Washington, D.C., on average, the fares are about 50% higher than on coach fares, and this represents about 11% of the seats on those transcontinental routes. This week, United Airlines started changing out the business class on some of those transcontinental flights, putting in lie flat business class seats. There will be fewer in business class. And by the way, the question becomes, why are they doing this? It's all about selling a higher percentage of business class seats on these flights. In other words, having fewer that are unsold or could be open for upgrades with frequent flyers. And what United has started, we're seeing now with other airlines following. Later this month, we'll see the same from Delta. Later this year, American will follow. And then you have JetBlue today announcing that it will upgrade its transcontinental service with premium service next year. What do frequent flyers think about all this? Generally speaking, they like it.
It's great because a lot of times you have very, very long days. You can get rested up on those flights.
I think it's nice if you can get the upgrade, but for most people it's going to be tougher with the airlines consolidating.
And it will be tougher because there will be fewer seats in business class once these conversions take place. The airline index today hit a 6-year high, and it's up 51% this year. Susie, we saw something rare in the first quarter with the airlines reporting a profit. Expect that to be continued in the second quarter. Susie, back to you.
Well, it's really, those seats look real comfy in business class. But what can we expect on some of the shorter flights around the U.S.? Will we be seeing any of these kinds of services being offered?
Susie, it was a little hard to hear with our IFB, but I think what you're asking is, will we see this with other routes, certainly in the domestic area, other than the transcontinental flights? And the answer is probably not. For the most part, what we can expect is that it's the longer flights where they can get the people to pay for those seats, those higher priced seats. And you're not going to see this on a flight from, say, New York to Chicago or Los Angeles to Denver or to Dallas. It's likely not going to happen.
All right. Thanks a lot, Phil. Phil reporting from Chicago.